Y'all, the curtain's ripped off. Kandi Burruss has finally spilled the tea, and trust me, it's jaw-dropping. For years, no one had a clue about the dark chaos lurking behind what everyone thought was a flawless marriage between Kandi and Todd Tucker. Now, the bombshell is out, and it's uglier than anyone dared imagine. Kandi walked in on Todd and her own mother, Mama Joyce, red-handed. Yes, same room, same bed. The betrayal wasn't just close, it was nuclear, obliterating every ounce of trust she had. Picture realizing the two people you hold dearest have been sneaking around, playing a twisted double game for years. Kandi didn't merely see it, she endured the heartbreak, the humiliation, the full-blown deception up close. She tried to warn them both, tried to stop the madness, begged them to salvage the scraps of her marriage. But of course, her pleas were ignored. Mama Joyce? Master manipulator, working both sides, pitting Todd against Kandi while keeping the secret affair alive. The lies, the scheming, the cold-blooded betrayal, it was too much to process. And when Riley caught wind, the drama exploded, showing just how deep the treachery ran. This wasn't gossip. This was a disaster unfolding live. Kandi's pain turned into power as she finally threw the whole truth into the spotlight. The love Kandi once had for Todd was obliterated, trust shattered beyond repair, and divorce was no longer a question. It was inevitable. But hold up, this isn't just a tale of a marriage falling apart. This is betrayal on a cinematic level, family secrets exposed, and the harsh reality lurking behind celebrity glam. Fans, brace yourselves for a raw, unfiltered, and emotionally charged roller coaster of lies. Buckle up, because what's coming next will leave you gasping. Kandi Burruss has finally exposed the ugly truth behind her painful split from Todd Tucker, and believe me, it's darker, messier, and way more twisted than anyone imagined. For years, the world bought the picture-perfect marriage, but behind those closed doors, a web of lies, betrayal, and secrets was quietly devouring everything Kandi had built, everything she held dear. And the one she trusted the most, her own mother, Mama Joyce, was right at the center. It began with tiny, almost laughable signs that most would shrug off: strange late-night texts, hushed calls, unexplained disappearances. But Kandi's instincts screamed danger. She couldn't shake the feeling that her world was about to implode. Then came the moment no one, not even her, could have prepared for. Walking in on Todd and Mama Joyce red-handed. The shock, the disbelief, the betrayal, it was soul-crushing. Her own mother, the woman who raised her, the one she trusted, tangled in a secret affair with her husband. And Todd, the man she loved, fully complicit. That scene haunted her over and over, each replay cutting sharper than the last. Kandi confronted them, warned them, begged them to save whatever was left of her marriage. She pleaded, stop, think, respect the family, but of course, her words fell on deaf ears. Her warnings bounced off walls like whispers in a hurricane. Mama Joyce's manipulation? Pure genius, and terrifyingly ruthless. She ran a high-stakes double game, turning Todd against Kandi while keeping her affair alive, brazenly hidden in plain sight. Every move Kandi made to stop the deception backfired, only uncovering deeper layers of betrayal. This wasn't just about a marriage. It was her trust, her sanity, her heart on the chopping block. Even Riley, close to the family, uncovered the truth, and the shockwaves hit instantly. Lies stacked upon lies, secret rendezvous, hidden messages, creating a storm of distrust capable of obliterating everything. Kandi's heartbreak? It morphed into fierce determination. She refused to be silenced. Every lie, every secret, every betrayal was documented, exposed, and confronted head-on. The emotional toll? Massive. She had to navigate grief, the relentless public eye, gossip vultures, and the judgment of millions. Every revelation she shared was a knife slicing through the carefully constructed facade Todd and Mama Joyce had maintained for years. This wasn't mere infidelity. It was manipulation, deception, and a full-scale betrayal by the two she should have trusted most. As Kandi's revelation spread, the story went nuclear. Fans couldn't fathom the scale of the deceit. This affair wasn't a one-time slip. It was ongoing, deliberate, and catastrophically calculated. Each shocking detail only fanned the flames. Hidden chats, red-handed encounters, and now the world knew the full story. The psychological toll on Kandi was staggering. Sleepless nights replaying the betrayal, days tangled in confrontation and heartbreak, moments questioning every belief she had about love and loyalty. Yet through it all, she stood unshaken, using her courage as a weapon against the chaos. Lies, a way for Kandi to reclaim her life from the chaos Todd and Mama Joyce had orchestrated. Every warning she issued, every plea to stop the affair, was completely ignored. The duplicity thrived, and each overlooked warning, each quiet betrayal, pushed her further from Todd until the fractures were beyond repair. Trust, once shattered, cannot simply be rebuilt. Kandi had no choice but to end the marriage to protect her sanity, her dignity, and her future. The exposure revealed not just the affair, but the full scope of Mama Joyce's manipulations. Her double game wasn't merely about Todd. It was about control, power, and self-interest. She twisted the story, pitting Kandi and Todd against each other while secretly maintaining her alliance with him. And Kandi watched helplessly. It was a real-time tragedy, heartbreak layered with deception so intense it could be mistaken for a scripted drama. Yet this was painfully real. As the story spread, social media exploded. Fans analyzed every detail, debated every move, and speculated endlessly on the long-term fallout. Kandi's courage in exposing the truth became a beacon for anyone trapped in a toxic relationship. This wasn't mere celebrity gossip. It was a stark reminder of the destructive force of betrayal, even from those closest to us. By the time the divorce was finalized, the damage was irreversible. Todd's love, Kandi's trust, the mother-daughter bond, all fractured beyond repair. Kandi's story now stands as both a warning and a testament. Even in the most glamorous, polished worlds, the human heart is fragile, and secrets, once unearthed, can devastate lives. This is the heartbreak, the betrayal, the tragedy Kandi Burruss exposed was nothing short of seismic. The shock, the drama, the raw emotion, it's real, it's intense, and it will not be forgotten. This isn't just a story about a marriage ending, it's a saga of deceit, double-crossing, and heartbreak so fierce it shattered a family, split hearts, and exposed the darkest corners of a life the world thought it knew. Every fan, every gossip junkie, every reality observer now grasps the full magnitude of the devastation. Kandi Burruss didn't just reveal the truth, she unleashed a storm the world won't forget. And the storm? It didn't stop with her revelations. In fact, it had only just begun. Todd Tucker and Mama Joyce were trapped, their lies exposed, and the fallout from their secret alliance was about to explode in ways no one anticipated. The moment Kandi aired it all, the ripple effect was instant and merciless. Fans, insiders, and media outlets pounced, dissecting every move, every whispered conversation, every hidden betrayal. Todd, once untouchable, was now under a microscope, and Mama Joyce's carefully polished image began to crumble. Todd's first reaction was a mix of defiance and desperation. He tried to spin the story, blame misunderstandings, downplay the affair, and paint Kandi as overreacting. But the evidence? 2. Damning. Kandi's documentation, the witnesses, the undeniable proof of Todd and Mama Joyce together, all pointed to a calculated, secret betrayal that couldn't be spun away. Fans didn't buy a word. Social media exploded with outrage, disbelief, and shock. Every comment, viral clip, and reaction video poured gasoline on an already roaring scandal. into a full-blown viral spectacle. Mama Joyce's position teetered on the edge. Her years-long double game, previously hidden, was now out in the open. She had seriously underestimated Kandi's determination, the audience's attention to detail, and the sheer force of truth when it lands full blast. Every denial, every vague statement, every feeble excuse only magnified the scrutiny. Gossip blogs tore apart her every move, and reality TV fans flooded the internet with memes, theories, and outrage. Her influence, her reputation, her credibility, everything was unraveling in real time. Riley, who had only seen fragments before, now grasped the full scope, and the emotional fallout was devastating. This betrayal had layers. It wasn't just Todd and Mama Joyce versus Kandi. Todd schemed behind her back while Mama Joyce ran her own manipulative agenda. Riley's shock morphed into anger, frustration, and a burning sense of injustice. Conversations, once casual, now crackled with tension. Every family interaction became a minefield, every gathering, a trap of unspoken truths. Yet, through it all, Kandi stood firm. Her relentless courage in exposing the lies inspired millions. She spoke with a razor-sharp clarity and intensity that left no room for doubt. The audience could feel her pain, her fury, and her determination. And the drama? It was no longer just personal, it was epic. It went public, it went viral, and it hit with full emotional force. Every bombshell Kandi dropped was a knife to the hearts of Todd and Mama Joyce, proving that no betrayal, no matter how slyly hidden, can stay buried forever. The psychological warfare intensified. Todd and Mama Joyce scrambled to spin their narrative, but every move backfired spectacularly. Leaked texts, secret voicemails, and eyewitness accounts flooded the internet, setting off a domino effect of scandal. Each revelation piled on more shock, making it impossible for the public to look away. Kandi's transparency turned her into a beacon of truth, while Todd and Mama Joyce became living symbols of betrayal, manipulation, and hidden agendas. As the divorce proceedings ramped up, the courtroom transformed into a theater of raw, unfiltered emotion. Kandi's testimony was precise, detailed, and dripping with emotion. She laid out every warning, every ignored plea, every excruciating moment of betrayal. Todd's defense collapsed under the mountain of undeniable evidence, and Mama Joyce's attempts at manipulation failed publicly. The judge, jury, and audience all witnessed a deception so layered and calculated, it felt scripted, but it was painfully real. The social media storm was relentless. Clips of Kandi's testimony, screenshots exposing the affair, and reactions from Riley and insiders spread like wildfire. Insiders went viral. Hashtags blew up within hours, spreading the story across the globe. Fans vented their outrage, sympathized with Kandi, and dissected every twist of Todd and Mama Joyce's betrayal. What began as a personal heartbreak exploded into a full-blown viral spectacle, exposing the fragility of trust and the devastating power of deceit. Kandi's story didn't just reveal an affair, it exposed a life built on lies, manipulation, and secrecy. The agony of losing a marriage, the heartbreak of being betrayed by someone she trusted implicitly, and the crushing weight of navigating family deception played out in front of millions. Every viewer felt the shock, the grief, and the intensity of her emotional journey. This scandal wasn't just gossip. It was a raw, human story of love, betrayal, and resilience. By the end, Todd and Mama Joyce were left humiliated, their reputations in ruins, while Kandi emerged as a figure of courage and strength. The public had witnessed a tragedy unfold, a scandal so complex and emotionally charged it would be remembered for years. Her bravery in speaking the truth didn't just bring justice to her story, it became a warning to anyone who thinks betrayal can stay hidden. Kandi Burruss didn't just tell her story, she revealed a tangled web of deception, heartbreak, and secrets that shook a family, divided hearts, and captivated the world. And the fallout? The scandal, the raw emotions, they didn't stop. Every day brought new revelations, new reactions, and fresh shockwaves. And new waves of shock. Fans couldn't stop talking, speculating, and sharing. Kandi's mastery in controlling the narrative, her refusal to be silenced, and her ability to turn heartbreak into viral drama catapulted the scandal into a worldwide phenomenon. This wasn't just celebrity gossip. It was an emotionally charged court of public opinion, exposing the fragility of trust, the consequences of deceit, and the unbreakable strength of a woman refusing to be defeated. Todd and Mama Joyce had played a dangerous game, but Kandi's revelations flipped the script entirely. The scandal was no longer private. It had become a viral tragedy, a dramatic spectacle, and a cautionary tale for anyone daring to betray trust. Every revelation landed like a blow. Every leaked secret sent shockwaves, and every act of courage from Kandi left the audience gasping, crying, and reacting in ways only true viral drama can provoke. Kandi Burruss had finally reclaimed her story, revealing the full, devastating, shocking truth. Betrayal can come from the closest people. Secrets inevitably serve. Mama Joyce's reputation, already on shaky ground, imploded completely. Her double life, the calculated manipulation of Todd against Kandi while secretly keeping the affair alive, was now fully public. Gossip blogs, news outlets, and social media erupted with outrage, memes, and viral commentary. Fans scrutinized every move, every glance, every statement like never before. Each revelation of her scheming piled on more shock and disbelief. Her carefully crafted image of strength and family loyalty crumbled, replaced with a story of deception, betrayal, and selfish ambition. Riley, who had seen only fragments before, now grasped the full picture, and the emotional impact was staggering. Devastating. This betrayal wasn't just about marriage, it was family, deep, and meticulously calculated. Every interaction with Todd and Mama Joyce turned into a minefield of tension, suspicion, and simmering anger. Riley's emotions became tangled with Kandi's heartbreak, forming a web of pain, fury, and frustration that rippled through every corner of their lives. Friends and family could only watch helplessly as bonds fractured, trust dissolved, and every hidden secret left fresh scars. Yet, Kandi remained unshakable. Her courage, even under relentless scrutiny, transformed heartbreak into power. She laid out her case with precision. Every betrayal, every ignored warning, every manipulative move was exposed. The courtroom morphed into a theater of raw, unfiltered emotion as Kandi recounted months of deceit, sleepless nights, and moments where her trust was utterly shattered. Todd and Mama Joyce's attempts to twist the proceedings collapsed spectacularly. Kandi's voice, poise, and determination left zero room for doubt. The public erupted. Clips of the courtroom, her testimony, and reactions from Riley and insiders went viral. Every post, every message, every comment fueled the scandal, while fans meticulously dissected the timeline, debated motives, and shared theories faster than ever before. This betrayal wasn't just personal. It became a full-blown spectacle, a cautionary tale, and a viral drama rolled into one. As the legal process unfolded, the mountain of evidence paired with Kandi's emotional clarity made it impossible for Todd or Mama Joyce to regain any credibility. Every leaked message, every witness account, every piece of proof added another layer of devastating clarity. Kandi's narrative dominated headlines, social media trends, and fan discussions, turning her personal tragedy into a global saga of betrayal, resilience, and the harsh consequences of deception. The psychological toll on everyone involved was enormous. Todd's defense crumbled. Mama Joyce faced public humiliation. Riley struggled with the emotional fallout of trusting people who had manipulated and lied at every turn. Kandi's emotional journey became a masterclass in courage, turning heartbreak into viral content, truth into spectacle, and betrayal into a story that captivated millions. By the time the final decisions were rendered, Todd and Mama Joyce were publicly exposed, their credibility destroyed, and their actions documented for the world to see. Kandi emerged as a symbol of strength, transparency, and resilience. Her heartbreak, bravery, and commitment to speaking the truth transformed a personal tragedy into a viral phenomenon that left audiences shocked, enraged, and emotionally invested. And the fallout didn't end in the courtroom. Every day brought fresh revelations, reactions, and scrutiny. Kandi's exposure of Todd and Mama Joyce's actions sparked a viral storm sweeping across social media, discussion boards, and fan communities around the globe. The story became a cautionary tale of trust betrayed, secrets exposed, and the crushing consequences of duplicity. Through it all, Kandi's narrative remained the center of attention. Her emotional depth, unflinching honesty, and resilience elevated the scandal beyond mere gossip. It became a public saga of heartbreak, deception, and ultimate empowerment. Todd and Mama Joyce's actions were permanently documented, leaving behind a legacy of betrayal, while Kandi's courage ensured the truth could not be silenced. The tragedy, the heartbreak, the deception, it all culminated in one of the most intense and shocking celebrity scandals ever. Kandi Burruss didn't just expose an affair. She revealed the fragility of trust, the depth of manipulation, and the raw, unfiltered reality of betrayal at the highest level. Millions watched, millions reacted, and millions were left stunned. This wasn't just a story. It was an emotional earthquake, a viral spectacle, and a testament to the devastating power of secrets revealed and trust shattered beyond repair. Kandi's journey from heartbreak to empowerment showed the world the consequences of deceit, the courage needed to expose the truth, and the viral impact of a deeply emotional, publicly shared narrative. Todd and Mama Joyce were fully exposed, their secrets laid bare, and the fallout was unforgettable. The scandal had hit its peak, leaving audiences worldwide shocked, stunned, and emotionally drained, yet also in awe of Kandi's relentless pursuit of truth and justice. The impact of Kandi Burruss' revelations didn't just end, it detonated. Every secret exposed, every betrayal uncovered, every lie laid bare sent fans reeling, and the shockwaves kept spreading. Todd Tucker and Mama Joyce were revealed to the world in ways they could never have imagined. Their manipulation, deceit, and calculated betrayals were peeled back piece by piece, with devastating consequences. Kandi's courage to speak the truth transformed heartbreak into viral drama, proving that no secret, no matter how carefully hidden, can survive forever. The scandal didn't just grab attention, it consumed it. Social media exploded with outrage, disbelief, and endless speculation. Fans dissected every clip, every testimony, every leaked message. Each revelation dug deeper into the web of deception spun by Todd and Mama Joyce, exposing not just the affair but the double game that shattered trust, fractured hearts, and upended a family. Kandi remained unshaken, documenting